Laker fans, how we doing? My name is Sammy Long here with Hoopstock. Today we're getting into a little Lakers Pelicans preview. Playoff basketball is here. Lakers Pelicans kicking off the plan. Super exciting. Can't wait for it. It's a rematch because they just played on Sunday. So I'm gonna talk about three things. I'm gonna talk about that game on Sunday. I'm gonna get into the scenarios. If the Lakers win, if they lose, what's gonna happen there. And then I'm gonna talk about a lot of Laker fans are wondering, should the Lakers avoid Denver? And I got an opinion on that, and we'll get into that a little bit later. So just to kick off, talking about Sunday's game, Lakers played excellent basketball. I mean, that was one of the most complete games they played all year. I mean, really impose their will and, to come into a hostile environment. I think the biggest thing that stuck out for me was to come into a hostile environment in a place that was rocking and really look like the calmer team. Like the Pelicans looked kind of shell shocked to be there. They looked kind of like LeBron's on the other team and Anthony Davis, and the Lakers were just really relaxed. They didn't, even when the Pelicans made a few runs early in the game and a little bit in the third, even though it was a huge lead and they cut it to like 20 or 17, but the Lakers just seemed very relaxed. And the Pelicans did not seem like that. They seemed very anxious, very fidgety with the ball, just really not running the offense, a lot of ISO ball. The crazy thing about the game is coming in, I talked about in the preview video last time, like the Lakers got to limit the threes and they got to limit CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum had a nice game. He had 25. Trey Murphy, guys were hitting threes. They actually shot a higher three-point field goal percentage than the Lakers. They shot around 40.5, and the Lakers were at 37.9. They made 4 more threes. They made 15. The Lakers made 11. So if you'd have told me that before the game, I might have been like, I don't know. But the Lakers just dominated on the inside. I mean, completely took Zion out of the game. He had 12 points. He shot 4 for 13. LeBron went crazy on him. Brandon Ingram had a little moment at the end of the first quarter, hitting that really long three. But besides that, he only had 13 points. And the big stat I think that's really telling in this game is the Lakers' points in the paint was 68 and the Pelicans were 42. I mean, the Lakers were just having their way. I mean, in the fast break, they were getting whatever, whenever. And it really, that's when the Lakers are at their best. When they're running and gunning and then they're getting open looks on threes because guys are having to collapse on Anthony Davis and LeBron and things like that. I mean, this team can be lethal. I think we got to show some love to D'Lo as well. D'Lo had a really nice game. People were really worried about him because he struggled last week in the Timberwolves game and the Warrior game and the Memphis game. He scored 19 points, had 5 of 10 from three. That's what the Lakers need from D'Angelo Russell. And when he's playing like that, the sky's the limit for this team. Reeves had a nice game as well. And that's what I was really looking forward to in this game. I was like, Jose Alvarado is a really good defender. They got a couple guys who can really defend on that team. And, how are the Laker guards going to respond? Because they have been struggling, both Reeves and D'Lo, and they looked great. And hopefully they can keep that up tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is going to be interesting. I believe it's going to be a close game. It won't be a blowout like the Lakers were the other day. I mean, they're going to be on the home floor. They're going to make adjustments. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if the Pelicans hold a lead after the first quarter. I think they're going to try to come out firing because, it is something to get embarrassed like that. Not just lose on your home floor, but to get absolutely run out of the gym and don't even look like you're competitive on the same level. They're going to have some pride and come out. The Lakers, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, again, I would say I think when they got up big, they got a little lazy with the ball. I mean, they were kind of just throwing – when they got up 32, it was kind of like lazy inbounds pass. The Lakers have done it a lot this year. I think it's a lot frustrating for a lot of fans to watch. They kind of get up big and they just start jacking up threes, like getting away from what they were doing earlier in the game, which was having so much success. Richard Jefferson talked about on the broadcast. I mean, the Lakers were killing them in transition. And then the third quarter, when the Pelicans went on a little run, it was because the Lakers were walking the ball up the floor, running the shot clock down. I'm like, it's too early to run the shot clock down. I understand you want to take some time. You want to do that. I get it. If they're not pressing you, you let the ball roll up just to kill a few seconds. I'm with all that. But don't get away from what you were doing because there was still at that point a lot of time left in the game. And the Pelicans, it would have taken a lot, but still could have come back. It's one thing with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and you're up 20 and you're like, we're going to walk the ball up. We're going to be slow. I'm with that. But, keep running the offense. And if that happens again, they're going to be hungry. I think it will be a close game this time. I do think the Lakers win the game. They're just the better team. They've shown it all year. The Lakers have scored, crazy amounts against this team. We got into it last time. They haven't scored fewer than 120, I believe, in any game against this team all year. So, really a lot of success. the best part about the game was the defense. I mean, they completely locked in defensively, took out their two biggest stars, Ingram and Zion, and kind of dared the Pelicans, like, look, you can jack it up from half court or deep threes, and if you're making them, then kudos to you. But we're not going to let you have your two best players go off on us. And, we'll let McCollum get 25 as long as Ingram and Zion are in the teens. So look for more of that on Tuesday. Going to be a great game. I'm happy. Good news on the injury front for Anthony Davis. Sounds like he's going to be fine. He told after the game, I'm playing. Just a little stinger from the shove. So he's going to be good. And there's really no injuries besides Vanderbilt. We do have a little bit of an update on him. He has started in the last week on court drills and things like that. We've seen him warming up. He's not going to play in the play-in. There's reports that he's gearing up for a mid-April return. Well, it's mid-April now, but like a week from now, they're thinking halfway through the first round matchup. So, as soon as possible, obviously, especially as the stakes get higher, having a defender like Jared Vanderbilt is just key. They got to have him, and hopefully that report's true, and he really will come back in the next week or so. Getting in the scenarios, tons of scenarios for this game. If the Lakers win, they're playing Denver. So they'll be the 7th seed. They'll be going to Denver. If the Lakers lose, then they'll be playing Friday. The Pelicans will be going to Denver. They'll be playing Friday, and then they'll play the winner of the Kings and Warriors matchup. And then if they were to win that, they would be playing the Thunder in the first round. So I've heard a lot of Laker fans talk about how should the Lakers lose on Tuesday. So people are very divided on this. Should the Lakers, again, my next point, should the Lakers want to avoid Denver? People have thought, hey, is it a better path if the Lakers were to lose on Tuesday and win Friday, and then you get the Thunder, a team that the Lakers have dominated this year? I mean, definitely of the three teams that were competing for the 1 seed, the Thunder, the Timberwolves, and the Nuggets, the Thunder were definitely the weak link and all that. I hear what people are saying. But to intentionally lose a basketball game to try to think that down the road you're gonna get a better matchup is ludicrous to me. I mean, let's look at the Kings and Warriors. I do think the Lakers would beat both those teams, especially now that the Kings don't have Herter or Malik Monk, and the Warriors. The Warriors went 3-1 against them this year, but 2 of those games Anthony Davis wasn't there, but they still went 3-1 against them. The Kings swept them 4-0. So, I mean, you're playing with fire to ask a team to lose a play-in game on Tuesday and then ask them to go win in a do-or-die game. What if the Warriors have another 26 three-point field goal main night? What if the Kings do that? I mean that can happen. It's a one-game scenario. You kind of throw all the records out the window when that happens. If a guy's hot and going crazy, and we know De'Aaron Fox has had huge games against the Lakers, Sabonis, and we know the Warriors are great. So I think that's crazy. If the Lakers were to lose a hard-fought game of the Pelicans on Tuesday, I think the message is it's not the end of the world. The Lakers, down the road could look at it like they lucked out a little bit. But to intentionally throw a game, or some people have thrown out, rest Anthony Davis. No. That is not, the basketball gods are not in your favor if you do that. I do believe in karma. I don't like that at all. The Lakers need to come out and try to win this game. And it's also not a championship mindset. When I was reading the comments last night on the stream, and people were kind of going back and forth on it, getting heated, a movie scene kept popping up in my head. It was from Rocky II. And for those of you familiar, great movie, obviously. When Rocky's retired because of his eye, Apollo is sitting with his management talking about who he's going to fight next. And he's saying, we need to get Rocky out of retirement and fight him. And his manager says, we can get the same money fighting other top contenders. And then Apollo asked him, what are you afraid of? He said, I saw you beat that man like I've never seen any man get beat before. And the man kept coming. And Apollo still wanted him. That's the heart of a true champion. Apollo said, I'm tired of people insulting me, insulting my kids at school. I want the number one contender. I don't want to fight some guy that I know I'm going to win and I can sit back and relax. He said, I want to be the best. This is what I kept thinking of with the Lakers. The Lakers have said all year they want Denver. Michael Malone talking about how they're the Lakers' daddy. And LeBron Adversary said, we'll see him again. This is the opportunity. The Nuggets have been doing a lot of talking. The Lakers are not – LeBron and Anthony Davis are not scared of anyone. Even though the Nuggets had swept the Lakers last year and swept them this year during the regular season, all those games have been extremely close. There was a stat, like the average margin of victory, the Nuggets against the Lakers was around 4 to 5 points. The rest of the Western Conference, 10 to 12. That's what that, so it shows you the Lakers do something right when they play this team. Just looking at this year alone, pulling up the stat here. The Lakers had a 3-point lead with 4:52 to go and lost by 10. They were tied with 3:44 remaining and lost by 8. So the Lakers have been in all of these games. This is not a team that has blown the Lakers out. And you're like, dude, do they even have a shot? The Nuggets lost Bruce Brown. They lost Jeff Green. And that was some of the big contributors against the Lakers in the series last year, was that Bruce Brown and KCP and Jeff Green and Aaron Gordon were going off. And then Jokic and Murray went off in the fourth quarter. And, the Nuggets, they are the favorite. They deserve to be, but they're thinner on the bench. They really need their five starters to go all the way. And this is the healthiest the Lakers are going to be. I know Vando, if there's a thought to if you got him later, Vando would be there. But if the Lakers win tomorrow, then they won't play till Saturday. So they're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, getting ready for the series. LeBron and Anthony Davis haven't played a ton in the last week. They played the last 2 games. Besides that, they're pretty rested. So I think this is when the Lakers want Denver. I don't think it's a championship mindset to be asking a team to lose and try to get another team. I think the Lakers want the Nuggets. The Nuggets, again, they are the favorites, but I think the Lakers would give them a hell of a series. And, looking closely at the Nuggets, the bench, as I mentioned, is not quite there. They really need, if they're going to go far, they need Reggie Jackson, Christian Brown, or Peyton Watson to step up, because you don't have Bruce Brown anymore. You don't have Jeff Green. Another thing in that series last year, D'Lo averaged 6.3 points, shot 32.3% from the field. Is that going to happen again? Is LeBron going to miss 2 threes at the end of game 1 when they came all the way back? Is that going to happen again? Is Jokic going to make a half-court shot over Anthony Davis? Let's not forget it was a sweep, but all 4 of those games were super close. And if a couple plays go a different way, who knows? That series could have been 2-2. It could have been something like that. So, and I do think the Nuggets are a little bit worse, and I think the Lakers are a little bit better. So I'm not sitting here saying the Lakers are going to win the series. I'm not sitting here saying it won't be a great series. I think it's going to be a hell of a battle. And if I was a Nuggets fan and I got to pick who I was playing in the Western Conference, I would not want to face the Lakers, because they have played them the toughest all the last couple of years. And if a couple things go different ways, I think the Lakers could really cause them some problems. So can't wait. Everyone wear your Laker gear tomorrow. Again, hopefully we're cracking a beer post-game, just like yesterday, with celebrating the Lakers in the postseason. And just can't wait. Thank you, Laker fans. Please like and subscribe. Check in with Alan on the post-game show tomorrow. I'll be in the back doing the comments. And thank you, guys. Have a good one.